Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Formula Costco. We are back here for Season 6, Race 3, back in Portugal. After a fun race in Bahrain, fun race in Australia, fun two races to open up the season, we are moving on to the next chapter of the Season 6 story here in Portugal. So I am Normie, of course, as always, and joined by BB and Potato.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. A pretty big field here, 16 cars. I believe all of them. It's like there's two teams that are one person, the rest of them all doubled up. So it'll be exciting for this one. Big field. This might be bigger than is it bigger than Australia? I don't remember.
I think we had 17. I can look.
Okay, so one less.
And apparently there is rain forecast over the race because the chat's freaking out. So that will be fun. We had 17 in Australia, so this is one short of that. But speaking of the field, we have some team changes to go over. Um, Castron has moved from RB to Mercedes full time, taking Chan's place as Logan's teammate, and Chan has switched over to Haas to be Skinny's teammate. The move comes just because Chan was tired of racing Mercedes, as he says, and wanted somewhere else to go, so he is now in Haas, and Castron fits that seat. Also, Rowdy, once again, missing this race, so we have JB subbing for him, as we did in the opener in Australia. So DeMeo should be able to still get some good points for Red Bull JB as well. And then we have Alabama Outlaw, a big story when he was in the league a few seasons ago. He has made his return, and he will be just a reserve driver for now. He is racing for Williams in place of Joey tonight, but if you've been around this league for a while, you know that he has race winning speed every single week and is going to be a new player at the front of the field. So excited to see him back, and we'll see how he fares tonight in his first race back. So, Potato, with Bama coming back, how do you think the rest of the frontrunners are kind of taking this news?
Well, it's been a heck of a couple of weeks leading Williams for Banjo, but I think he'll get Joey for some races and he'll get some backups. So I think it's the biggest story there because that Williams team is already hurt a lot off that Australia race. They were in a massive hole because I think I pointed out the main four we saw at Bahrain. I think those will be the main four all season. Maybe Haas can get in there, but I don't think so. So with those four, got put in a big hole because Joey didn't race and Banjo wrecked out. So it's already a tough road back to getting near there, so it'll just be even tougher with a revolving door for that second car.
Yeah, definitely. So hopefully Bama can help them start righting the ship a little bit tonight. And we're on board with him for his first lap back in the league, as he's going to come around to the line. And we'll jump to P1 with a 1:17.6, a pretty good lap, going to set the bar for the rest of the field. We have Chan on a flyer now. Here he comes out of the last corner. Chan in his new ride for Haas for the remainder of the season. And he will come through to put up a 118 flat to go to second place. Logan slotted in third. Then NASCAR fan jumps to second, 7/1000ths ahead, and there goes Aaron to P4. I believe that was Snowy jumping to P10. Skinny P8. Logan 6th. Jake's here. So I think we're going to have 18. We're going to tie the season high. All-time high in Formula Costco history for attendance is 19. Just think if if Joey and Rowdy were missing tonight, we would have a full grid. That would be insane. That would be a first time ever thing. But Nonetheless,
So
still great to have 18 drivers here.
is JB gonna get in the Red Bull?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he's having connection issues, but if he does, then he will be the Red Bull again. And I did mention this before, but Josh, not in the booth tonight. He is back in the car, back in the seat after announcing his retirement. Coming out of retirement, I guess, I don't know if this is a one race thing or more than one race, but he is in the Aston Martin with Sean tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. As talks about Banjo and the struggles leading Williams, he is now on track. Cheesy Man as well.
Yeah, Cheesy had a great performance at Bahrain, and I think the confidence isn't really there, but he's looking forward to I think the biggest race for him this season at Silverstone. But watch out for him. That's pretty big. That second driver to that McLaren team, he's got to keep on par with NASCAR fan in the Ferrari. I think the biggest thing, as well as what would be the other team, Red Bull, which
Red
I think the
Bull's
biggest issue for Red Bull is just
the-
showing up every week. So we'll see.
Yeah, Red Bull leading the Constructors' Championship thanks to a great outing by JB in Australia, and then Rowdy had a good performance in Bahrain, winning pole, getting top 5 finish. So JB will hope to do that again. And Potato, I don't know if you have the points up, but want to look over those while we're talking about it real quick as Cheesy starts his lap. Banjo on his lap as well. They're pretty close to each other. McKinnon jumped to P4, the 118.1, while we were talking about that.
Yeah, so
As
points.
Cheesy Man, Purple Sector 1.
So starting out with drivers, you see DeMeo is up 3 with 40. This is race. Yeah, after Bahrain. Okay. DeMeo with 40, Cole behind him by 3 with 37, and Slurp and Joey. So the top 4, Joey's not racing this week, but coming out of Bahrain, the top 4 teams all had 4 different drivers out front. And then Justin is there tied with Joey, and Cheesy with 12, JB with 11, Rowdy with 10, and on back under 10 for all the guys after that. But I think the bigger overall picture with constructors, Red Bull's up 9, so it really just have to keep these good weeks in. But I mean, with constructor, one race where you don't finish on the podium can lose you the lead just like that. As Ferrari's down by 9, McLaren by 11, and Williams is quite a bit far back. They're in a big hole to start this season as Cheesy goes out front.
We have a new 1-2 as Cheesy takes provisional pole. Banjo jumps to second. And what's going to harp on the importance of this session is the fields keep getting bigger. The importance of qualifying well is going to keep increasing. And that's why I talked about this in the opener. We usually see people like DeMeo and Slurp wait till the end to run their laps, but they have to get multiple runs in now because the field is so big. They need to make sure they qualify up front because, like you said, one run race off the podium can lose you the championship.
Yeah, and I mean, if you start in anywhere behind 10th, it's going to be like a whole lot of a way to go to get back into it. Even thinking of a podium position, because there's just so many cars, and I'll point it out later, but turn 1 and 2 here is scary. It's going to be really interesting through the first lap there. You could easily have a couple of guys get major damage and go off, so you got to get through there clean, and the easiest shot at doing that is being out front. I believe that second kink counts as a turn, so it might be the first 3 turns. I don't know. But that whole section, and we saw you and I going through a practice race, I believe last Friday.
Oh wait,
that hairpin.
Okay.
Sorry,
sorry. I was no. I'm good. Sorry, I was looking at
that hairpin. I believe in turn. What would it be? Let me check the track map. That hairpin you see is the toughest spot here for opportunity for overtaking, but also for mistakes and overdiving.
DeMeo to the top, 117 flat.
Turn 5.
DeMeo turn 5. There you go. DeMeo defending champion, defending winner of this race last season. And also the defending winner in the series because he won Bahrain last week. And you mentioned in the points before, DeMeo and Cole, our two winners this season, are 1 and 2. Both having 2 podiums this season. As here comes Slurp. We have JB on a flyer as well. And Jake was able to join, so now we do have 18 drivers in this lobby. Everyone has put a soft tire time down except for Cole, Slurp, JB, Josh, and Jake, but Slurp is about to put his down, JB as well. So here comes Slurp off the final corner. Needs a 117 flat, and he's going to get it by about 7/100, so Slurp to the P1. And Slurp was talking for a while about how bad he wanted a pole position. It's been a long time for him. Could tonight be the night? Red Bull have swept the poles so far this season. DeMeo won it in Australia. Rowdy last week in Bahrain. JB trying to match that now as he comes through the final corner now. Needs a 117 lap Slurp off of pole. Not going to get there. It's not going to be the greatest lap for JB. He's only 13th. Going to need to do better than that on his next run. Castron jumped to P6 while we were talking about that. I believe Snowy and Skinny on track as well.
I think Mercedes is going to be one of those teams that's going to be fighting for that 5th behind the main 4, along with Alpine, maybe Aston Martin.
Yep, Logan 11th right now, Castron 6th. What do you think about this driver change for Castron and Chan? Castron jumping into the Mercedes.
Well, I think it'll be interesting. I think Chan is one that's going to show up near every week and be very competitive. I would rather have him than Castron for just the showing up sake, and I think for pace overall. But I mean, we'll see. So I think that's an upgrade, and I mean just a driver for Skinny because he really wanted somebody to have a teammate with, and he got one. And Chan's might be the best option if you don't count Joey for possible drivers to get put on your team. So a good move for him, and we'll see how it'll be at best for Chan.
And watching Aaron right now, he is the lone driver on track besides Castron and JB, who was on an end lap as Castron's going through the gravel. But I'm noticing that every other driver is in the pits right now, meaning with 5 minutes to go, the end of this session is going to be really, really crowded.
Yeah.
We'll watch Aaron. Sean has come out. I think people need to start getting out for their last runs now because there's going to be a lot of traffic.
Well, Aaron maybe, I mean he's behind the car right now.
Castron
he just moved out of his way. Never mind. So he's clear. But Aaron kind of got into the gravel one of his corners. I don't know if it's going to be that good of a lap. We'll see though.
And he improves just marginally. Not going to move him up in these positions. Aaron holds in P10 as here comes a lot of the field onto the track. There's a Haas stopped on the front stretch. That's Skinny at pit entrance going backwards.
He could get DQ if he's not careful.
Oh, I didn't even mention that. Skinny has a qualifying ban. For his for the move he pulled last week. JB just went out again and jumped to 11th.
I know I've got a friend possibly watching here who doesn't follow up with the in-between, so we missed on the broadcast, but last week Skinny, when he went wide off turn 1, that was all of his doing, went way wide, dove bomb it, but didn't hit anybody, but that's still, with some other incidents with Cole, as we saw, that put him in a qualifying ban. So I guess he still put a lap out. I don't know.
But he's last, so he's just not going to be able to improve it. Sean got really aggressive there. I don't know how he kept that car going straight, hitting the curb
Well,
that
Sean was
much.
the he was the one that kept going wide in that turn 5 when we were practicing on Friday. So
And
watch out
Sean
for
backed
that.
out of it. I think he was trying to get around traffic there, and that caused him to miss his apex by a lot. As talked about, the track is going to be really crowded. Well, it is. We have 13 cars on track now, with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in qualifying. It's going to be really hard for everyone to find a spot to get a clean lap in. JB goes back into the pits. I don't know if JB's going to be able to get his second run in here. And P11, I'm sure he's going to want to improve. Cheesy
Well, I
Man
mean,
on a flyer. A lot of guys on a flyer now.
it stinks for these guys because there's like going to be like 5 or so guys going on outlaps before their fast lap. They're going to have to move out of their way because now it's just completely all jumbled. People going on hot laps, people waiting,
Yeah.
getting out of the way. Some people not. It's going to be. It's already interesting.
Only cars not on track are Aaron and JB. As Cole comes to the line to start his lap.
Aaron did put down 2 different runs though.
He did. Chan had to back out of his first lap, I believe, due to an invalidation. As DeMeo comes through to start his final run. Minute to go. Here we go. That's Sean
Easy
behind
coming
him.
up on his.
Oh, that's Josh behind him starting his lap, excuse me. Cheesy
Doesn't improve.
does not improve. 117.1 for him. It's very tight at the top. Can someone knock Slurp off of pole position? McKinnon improving through sector number 2. Logan, I believe, did not improve. Here comes Castro to try to see if he can improve. And he does, just marginally, does not going to move him up any. McLaren
Cole
coming off
coming
the
up
last
here.
corner. That's Cole. Let's see where Cole's going to be. Looks like a pretty good lap for him. And he's going to take P1. 116.9 for the McLaren of Cole. And now that's the new mark to beat. Only driver in the 116s. Cheesy retires.
Easy, you'll back out.
As here comes DeMeo. DeMeo just off that 116.9. Can he knock Cole off a pole? No, he doesn't. He jumps Slurp for P2, though. But Cole still holds on to P1. Josh finishes 119.9. Checkered flag has now fallen. Here comes Jake. And then we have the 2 Ferraris, Slurp and Cheesy, or Slurp and NASCAR fan. Slurp takes it back, 116.8. NASCAR fan moves up to 9th. But Slurp takes P1. Can anyone knock him off? Bama retires. Banjo jumps to
almost
P2.
got
Oh
it.
my goodness, look how close that is for pole. 116.874 to an 898. And I think that's it. That's it. Slurp gets the long-awaited pole that he has been asking for many, many seasons here in Portugal by 24/100ths of a second over Banjo.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. No one else is going.
Okay.
Slurp wins pole.
Oh, I guess never mind.
Cashin and Chan not happy with each other for traffic being in the way on their laps. Banjo,
But yeah, I
so
mean, it was.
close.
I mean, honestly, I mean, how much can you complain when you've got guys that have to at least keep some speed going up to their hot lap? And I mean, I feel like if you wanted to get out of that for sure, you go when Aaron went, but Aaron didn't put up too good of a lap, so I don't know.
All right, so Slurp takes pole, Banjo P2, Cole P3, DeMeo 4th, the championship leader, Cheesy 5th, Bama in his return 6th, Castron in his new ride P7, McKinnon 8th, NASCAR fan 9th, Chan in his new ride 10th, Logan P11, Sean 12th, Aaron 13th, Davey 14th, Jake 15th, Skinny 16th, Snowy 17th, and Josh P18. And here we go. We saw... Oh my goodness, it is pouring rain in Portugal. We're going to be starting on the wets. Oh my goodness.
I haven't gotten the screen yet.
Whoa. They were talking about rain, but I didn't know it was going to be heavy rain at the very beginning. This start is going to be...
Wow.
This start is going to be crazy. Wow.
Yeah, I give it about a 0% chance somebody doesn't come out of turn 1 and 2 without some type of damage.
Alright, so... I think it's supposed to rain this whole race. As Slurp and Banjo are going to lead them away. It's going to be a very sketchy start, but the lights are out and we are away here in Portugal. Slurp gets a great start. We know he's great in the wet. Banjo not getting a good start at all. Coles, too, is inside and past him. DeMeo passed him as well. Look at the spray. You could barely see anything. Everyone through turn 1 cleanly, it looks like. Gonna be very sketchy. Oh, there's contact. They're 3 wide. There's contact. Oh, there's... The Ferrari almost goes around. JB has crashed. Oh, the Aston of Sean gets hooked by NASCAR fan into the gravel he goes.
Working behind him, too.
And Logan has crashed as well. Oh, man.
A Red Bull went off into the grass on the inside. I think that caused... I think it was the same... I think it was JB who ended up spinning out, and then something else happened later. And in the reaction, that also got Snowy and a couple others.
There you see, not a good start for JB, Logan, or Sean. They are all down 4 spots, 6 spots, and 4 spots. Big movers there. Skinny and Josh up 5 and 6.
A wing came flying from the front. I don't know.
Trying to see whose it is. Not seeing... Yeah, it looks like it's going to be an entirely wet race as the strategy thing pops up right there. As Slurp is going to come around to... Oh,
Chan lost
sideways to lead lap 1. But Cole got a great run. Cole might have something for Slurp here. Using ERS to the inside goes the McLaren of Cole. Side by side down the front straightaway. And Cole is going to clear him as Chan is out! Chan is out of the race. He has crashed on the front stretch. I'm trying to see.
I was looking right there. I still couldn't see it because all the rain.
Yeah, you cannot see anything.
His teammate Skinny got into somebody. I don't know if that was related.
I still didn't see Chan's car. I believe we're still going.
I saw it was off to the, I think, the left of the track on the front straightaway, and then right behind him, somebody was making a move to the right. I think that was unrelated. I couldn't tell.
Yikes! Not the greatest start to his Haas career for Chan, as he gets hit with another DNF. And Cole starting to pull away from Slurp. We've seen in the past these two, Cole and Slurp, probably be the best in the wet, so I imagine they are pretty happy with the conditions.
Oh, and Logan and Snowy get in the grass.
I just saw someone lose a wing. Not sure who it was. It is really hard to see. As McKinnon has lagged out. As NASCAR fan and Bam are battling for 7th. Castron just ahead of them, 6th. And have to shout out Skinny, up 7 spots from where he started. Skinny started 16th and is up into the points in P9 already. Great start for him.
I think he benefited from Chan DNFing. He got to the right and passed a couple guys. I think that was him. I probably should have been on the first-person camera, but I'm so used to watching it from above to see the most, but you can't see anything. Oh, what just happened to Logan?
As I believe Aaron, yep, Aaron goes way off track.
I
He loses a couple of spots, goes back on.
I don't know. Okay, battle for 12th here.
Aaron gets
I think
around
I
Josh.
just, I think I just
Josh
saw
is
the
missing
sky
end plate.
when I looked at Logan's camera. I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
McKinnon needs an invite. 1 second. There we go. Hopefully McKinnon is able to get back in pretty quickly, because he is in 10th right now. Does not want to lose those points. McKinnon is one with wing damage. He's missing his left end plate. Josh is missing his right end plate. And
Well, now I just realized, I pointed it out, Chan had wing damage. That might have had some effect of his DNF already, but it was on a straightaway, so I don't know.
McKinnon back in, but before he rejoins, he's going to lose 10th to Jake. Jake's had a great start as well, up 5 spots.
Yeah, it's all about survival.
Yeah, really. As Cole, another fast slap. Slurp takes it this time, though. As Aaron gets around his teammate McKinnon. McKinnon is now back in and in control of his car. But he has heavy pressure from Josh. As he goes way wide, almost spins it out. That's going to allow Josh to pass him. Man, these guys are hanging on for dear life right now. Cole, your leader, Slurp, and DeMeo, 2 and 3. Top 3 in the championship at the top. Then you have Banjo, Cheesy, the top 5. Castron, well back of them, 6th. Bama, NASCAR fan Skinny, Jake. Your points scorers right now as NASCAR fan and Bama are going at it for P7. NASCAR fan got the move done, but Bama on the crossover was able to get P7 back from the Ferrari.
Bama's doing pretty good.
Slurp hanging on to Cole. About 6/10 back.
Yeah, no DRS. It's always just race pace from here.
I thought my mic was muted, god damn it. Sorry. I did not mean to do that. Coming to complete lap 4. As I'm just going back on the camera and just looking at everyone drifting into the final corner. It's a pretty cool visual.
Yeah, Logan has had probably the worst start you could possibly have, other than him just not pitting. He might be, his damage might actually be okay, so maybe not, but he has had a whole lot of struggles. I battle for 7th here. I just want to get it out here. I don't know, something horrible happened to Logan. I can't tell. I went to his camera in the in-car and I saw the sky, and then it reset to the track. So something happened.
Something.
I don't know. I don't know what happened though. So
NASCAR fan did eventually complete the move for 7th on Bama. So he is up 2 spots from where he started, getting those crucial points for Ferrari. But right now, Constructors' advantage goes to McLaren. Cole leading, Cheesy 5th as, oh, Cheesy almost spins out right there. But they have to be in the best spot because Ferrari's 2 and 7 and DeMeo's teammate JB down in 15th, not getting any points. Red Bull came into this race with a 9-point lead in the constructor standings, so that is a big development right there. DeMeo not really able to gain anything on the top 2 right now. Banjo well back of him. As we see another fastest lap by Slurp, so potentially the track is getting a little bit drier, or maybe they are just getting more acclimated to the conditions. But it looks like to me that the rain has lightened up significantly, so maybe we do get to enters and then dries, which is going to throw a whole new wrench to the strategy. You saw Slurp get really sideways right there.
NASCAR fan dive bombed it into turn 1 and kept it straight enough, but he couldn't get the position on Castro, and he'll keep it out
NASCAR
while waiting
fan,
in the wings in 8th.
NASCAR fan looking good here so far, up 2 spots like we mentioned and going for another one. And yeah, the rain is definitely lightening up. We're going to see intermediate conditions probably sooner rather than later, or maybe they just jump straight to to dry tires. That would be a aggressive move, as JB has passed Sean for 14th place as he tries to creep closer to the top 10 to get some points. Skinny still holding strong in 9th, looking for his first points ever in Formula Costco. As NASCAR fan and Castron going at it again. NASCAR fan tried the outside. Castron held him off. NASCAR fan going for the switchback now. Let's see if he's able to get this moved on the front straightaway with the ERS, as Castron going wide. NASCAR fan trying to cross over. Bama waiting in the wings. Skinny just behind as well, as look how sideways they are through the last corner. NASCAR fan significantly more battery than the Mercedes. Here he comes, using all of it right now. To the inside he goes. Into turn 1, Castron thought about trying to cross him over. NASCAR fan goes way wide, and Castron does cross him over. There's going to be side-by-side into the right-hander. NASCAR fan trying to hold it. They're still side-by-side. Nice battle. NASCAR fan with the big exit. They're still side-by-side. And Castron gets the big run off the corner and clears him. Now here comes Bama looking to challenge. NASCAR fan holds off the Williams, going on the attack again, as now Skinny has joined this battle. As we continue to see that dry line forming. Potato, if you were in this race, what would you do? Would you go from wets to inners or straight to dry tires? NASCAR fan completes the move for 6th. Oh, around the outside. Nice move by the Ferrari.
Well, it'd help a lot if I had what the drivers have with the conditions, what it's going to change to. We don't know. But
DeMeo.
that's DeMeo puts the fastest lap. No surprise that last 3 fastest laps have been Cole, Slurp, and DeMeo. But, I mean, I'm always wrong, but at this point, you know, it's a slower decline, so maybe you just go to inters and hope it stays, but we'll see. I don't know.
Gonna be interesting to see what these guys do. Slurp still holding on to Cole for the lead. He's been just about half a second back this whole run. DeMeo about 2 seconds back still. Banjo 5.5 back. Cheesy Man 2.8 back of Banjo, and then NASCAR fan about 8 seconds behind him. So still that 4-car battle going on for 6. Castron tried to send it to the inside as Skinny sends it to the inside of Bama for P8. Not able to get it done, but the Haas showing some aggression, wanting more points. Jake behind them, holding on to the last points paying spot in P10. McKinnon 11th. Aaron is 12th, being challenged by JB for that spot, as JB trying to recover from the rough start that he had, which was partly a result of his qualifying effort not being the greatest. As we talked about, qualifying very important. Now JB way behind the 8 ball. As another fast lap set by Slurp this time. NASCAR fan is now pulled away from that battle.
Nice job by Banjo and Cheesy, like we saw at Bahrain, running inside the top 5. And comfortably.
Getting good points for their team.
That's to the benefit of McLaren at the moment. And the constructors, because JB is nowhere near most of them. A couple of spots off points, but that's about a 10-second gap there to Jake for JB. Be 11 at this point.
He's looking for 11th on McKinnon now to the inside. Oh, there's
I
some
wrote
contact.
that wrong. Never mind.
JB
It's probably 7 seconds.
got really wide.
My bad.
Hit the Alpine offline. He gets the spot, but that's now not how he wanted to do it, I'm sure. Now JB 4 seconds out of points, trying to chase down Jake in the Sauber. Coming to complete lap 9, 24 laps to go as another fast lap set by Slurp. 128.9. The pace continues to keep getting faster. Slurp getting all these fastest laps, just not making that move for the lead quite yet.
Saw this a lot last season. The top two, Slurp and Cole, battling for the win, as DeMeo would keep in third and do that every week and win the championship off consistency. So,
but we've seen before, every time that we've had wet conditions, these two have been at the front. As we see the first pit stop of the day, here comes JB in. Logan follows him. So we'll see what they're putting on, and JB going to inters. So the first strategy move being pulled by someone who's trying to make up some time, Logan doing the same. So these two guys in position to take a risk, and they are doing just that, putting on the intermediate tires, trying to gain some time, hoping that it stays wet long enough for the intermediates to be effective, and then they go to dries after that.
Yeah, it might be a bit, though. It's still raining.
Definitely is still raining, but inters are probably going to be the better tire, I would guess, as the two Aston teammates, Sean and Josh, going at it for 13th. Sean completing the move.
Josh has a part of his wing. Is that both parts of his wing?
Oh, yeah,
missing?
they are. Both parts of his wing are gone. As Cole sets another fast lap, we're seeing that pace continually get faster, as Cole was a half a second faster on his previous best that lap.
Yeah, the
Skinny!
10-second penalties.
Oh, man. It's been the story of his season. Skinny has shown flashes, but just cannot have a clean race. He speeds on pit road as he comes and puts on another set of wets. Aaron is in as well. And the Alpine will go to intermediates. So third driver onto inters we've seen. As Snowy is in. So we've seen a couple of guys from outside the points come in and put intermediates on. Skinny was in the points and put another set of wets on, but he had that penalty, so gonna be hard for him to make that up. Coming to 1/3 distance here in Portugal this time by. DeMeo still 3.5 seconds back of the leaders. I'm interested to see if DeMeo takes the risk, try to make up that gap to the top two.
Both Aston Martins battling with a combined team effort of 1 wing piece out of 4. So, interesting to see. I think I've seen Josh dive it in there a couple of times. He doesn't care about losing any part of his wing because it's all gone.
Here comes Castron into the pits. I was looking to see who the next one was going to be that was going to come in and take the risk. It is Castron in the Mercedes, hitting from 8th place. And he will go to inters as well. Good stop for the Mercedes bunch as Sean and Josh continue on. Castron looks like he'll rejoin about around 12th or 13th. Skinny is coming back in after just pitting a couple of laps ago. And this is going to lose him a ton of time. JB Smooth, there's the fastest lap on the intermediate, so that's going to tell everyone, okay, those are the best tires. So I imagine all the guys are going to see that and go, okay, is now the time. Especially if you're someone like DeMeo, Banjo, Cheesy, who are trying to make up that gap to the leaders. Let's see if any of them decide to come in. Cole is coming in. The leader, Slurp in as well. Slurp made up a lot of ground on entry there. Nice pit entry from him. DeMeo follows them in. And now I think you'll see the whole field come in. No, Banjo going to stay out.
Banjo stays out.
So Banjo will be promoted to the lead. Cheesy is coming in as well. So Banjo perhaps...
He's learned from undercutting in previous attempts. This time he'll do the opposite.
NASCAR fan in, Bama in. So the entire top 7, with the exception of Banjo, has pitted on this lap. And let's see on the exit. Cole still holds the lead over Slurp. Both of them on inters now.
It goes in.
Jake in. McKinnon stays out. Sean stayed out as well. Josh also stays out. Then you have, oh, JB behind them. Look how loose he was. And another fastest lap for JB.
And he still said the fastest lap.
And Jake was 10th. JB has passed him on track. So this move has gained him quite a bit of time. And now let's see. Banjo has that 9-second lead. I imagine he is going to try to stretch it to go to dry tires and only make one pit stop. So he's hoping that this rain stops pretty quickly. I don't hate the strategy call here from Banjo, trying to get that first win in a while. As the track is getting pretty dry now, Banjo to the inside on the straightaway, trying to get any moisture onto those wets that he can, keep them cool.
Yeah, very, very smart there. That's what you got to do. You went the whole race from finding the dry spots, now you got to find the wet spots, get as much moisture in those tires.
But you see there is a definitive dry line, and the rain is continuing to let up. So I imagine
you're gonna have to hold it out now,
sooner rather than later. NASCAR fan and Bama going at it for 7th, as there goes the Williams by. Castron fastest lap. 127 flat. As now JB takes it 126.5. That pace is continuing to get faster. So the guys still on west. We have Banjo, McKinnon, Sean, Josh, and I think that's it. I can actually see on the thing here. Yep, Banjo, Sean, Josh, McKinnon, the 4 drivers that are still on the wet tires. Slurp and Cole are gaining on Banjo very fast, but even if they get to him, it's still a net gain for him if this strategy ends up working, because he was well behind them before the pit stops.
Well, yeah, so it's a 25-second gap to him, to Cheesy, which is who he was near. Slurp goes top of the board by a wide. It was a 126.7, wasn't it, or something like that?
Yeah,
jumps to 125.1.
Gets it now.
Wow. The JB that lap did a 2-for-1 deal on both Aston Martins. He's up to 10th. I'm really surprised that these 2 Aston Martins are staying out here with all their wing damage. I feel like, you naturally go to the strategy of going to the intermediates to fix that damage, but I guess not.
The gap to Banjo now 2.6, as McKinnon loses 2 spots to Bama and NASCAR fan, who are both on inters. As Cole and Slurp are catching Banjo really quickly. Not going to be long before they get past him.
Looking pretty good for Cheeser right now. If this strategy unfortunately goes the wrong way for Banjo, then that would be 4th if he can keep it.
As Kasha gets by McKinnon, as Josh lost a lot of spots there. Cole and Slurp have now caught the Williams. Let's see where they go with him. Cole going to try to dive to the inside here and take the lead away. Banjo goes wide, and there goes Slurp through as well. Banjo doing the right thing, getting out of the way on the slower tires, and Cole is back to the lead. He has led pretty much every lap. Slurp led the first 1 or 2, and then Banjo led during pit cycle, but Cole has led the rest.
So what Banjo needs to do here is keep these wets to the point where it gets to dry, and then you can go on to any other tire. But he has to be probably ahead of Cheesy, he would hope, at that point, so then they would even them out, and they would go onto the same tire. But we'll see. What would be
Slurp.
worst case scenario is if this rain doesn't let up, and he has to go to intermediates.
Yeah, that would definitely be worst case for Banjo. Coming to halfway this time by, as Aaron has passed Logan for 11th. JB with the first one, being the first one in intermediates, has gotten him to 10th, as Banjo has passed, or DeMeo has passed Banjo for 3rd and taking fastest lap away as well. But now Banjo is in 4th. He is 18 seconds ahead of Cheesy in 5th, so still hoping it goes to dries soon, but shouldn't lose any positions for a little bit.
Halfway through.
Slurp looking for the lead here.
Lead.
Cole got a little bit checked up on exit, and Slurp tried to go on the outside. But Cole was able to hold him off, as we see both the Astons coming in at the same time now. Sean in, and he is going to Inters. Josh will have to wait as they double stack, and Sean gets a new front wing. I imagine they will both be getting a new front wing. There Sean goes, and Josh gonna be the first one onto dries here. Yellow sector 3, that's Snowy, who was slow. He's coming into the pits now. Still staying green. Slurp takes fast lap and thought about a move for the lead. That pace is continuing to get faster, as JV is past McKinnon for P9. So nice recovery drive here from the Red Bull for sure.
Well, yet, Sean went on to intermediates, so he's, I guess, hoping for that to stay till the end. I mean,
yeah, and Josh
I guess.
went to dries. A DRS is enabled. All right, that is
Oh.
huge. DRS now enabled, which is going to help Slurp out, and that probably tells everyone that it's probably time for dries as Castron is in. And this is the news that Banjo needed. So he is probably going to come around and pit this time, as McKinnon speeds in the pit lane. Oh, man. Castron on the mediums, and the second speeding penalty we've seen tonight goes to the Alpine of McKinnon. As the leaders continue on, gonna see a lot of pit stops right here, probably. Logan passes Aaron for 9th place. Logan was dead last at the end of lap 1. He is now back into the points, after being one of the first ones to switch to the intermediate tire, as Cole coming in, Slurp staying out another lap. So differing strategies for the leaders. Slurp takes fastest lap as Cole pits. DeMeo stays out as well, and he takes fastest lap away. Banjo,
Well,
I
the
imagine,
pace
will
is
come
still
in.
there.
Yes, he does. The rain is now completely
think-
stopped, basically.
Yeah.
It's just drizzling now.
So I think the question here is the end tire wear. At the end of this run, that's why Cole is pitting now.
Cheesy man! Oh,
Oh,
no! He had a shot at a podium, but now has a speeding penalty and is going to the hard tires. And that is a brutal penalty for him. Bama's in. NASCAR fan is in.
I like
He
the
is
tire
putting
call.
on mediums. Bama's on mediums as well. JV is back in. As Logan speeds now. We just talked about Logan's good recovery drive. Now he has a speeding penalty. Aaron speeds as well. Oh my goodness. No one can get to pit road speed.
Well, I think it's because they all pit the first time in the wet, and they're so used to that pit entry, they
Oh
go in
my
here with a whole lot
goodness.
more speed, and then that happens.
So the majority of the field now to dry tires. Slurp is now coming in after staying out an extra lap. He is in, As Skinny gets another time penalty. DeMeo is coming in. Does he speed? No. So that makes it 5 speeding penalties in this race. DeMeo to mediums. Slurp put on mediums as well. Now, the question is, what is the gap to Cole going to be? Slurp and DeMeo are exiting now. And Cole is flying down the front stretch. Let's see the gap. Gonna go on board Slurp here. You see Cole to the left. Slurp trying to get entry. And Slurp, through turn 1, will come up with the lead. But Cole flies to his inside. That was sketchy. Cole holds the lead. Just barely, though. Whew.
We were that close to having a OP Cheesy Man podium right there if they both crashed into each other. But Cole keeps it, but still it's going to be DRS range for Slurp. So he's still sitting good after that pit stop.
The rain now
He'll have one lap better
stopped.
tires.
As Castron takes fast lap away. As Bama's moved up to P6, passing NASCAR fan. They've been going at it pretty much the whole race. As Logan passes Skinny. And 10th through 13th all have 10-second penalties, which could promote Jake back to the points, I think. We'll have to see about that at the end. But Cheesy has that 10-second penalty. He is currently over 10 seconds ahead of Bama in 6th. So he shouldn't lose a position now.
With Cheesy?
Yes.
He's 6
I'm
seconds
sorry.
ahead of Bama.
I read that wrong.
Yeah.
He's 11 seconds behind Banjo.
Okay, yeah. I did that earlier too. Snowy went on to the softs, first person to see that. I think we might see... no, I think other guys on hards are too close to other people to try anything, so...
We saw Cole take fastest lap there on that lap. Slurp now with the DRS. Thinking about a move. Not quite there, but it's going to be Slurp versus Cole unless we get a safety car. Logan has just passed McKinnon, who has some wing damage. Left-hand plate gone for the Alpine.
I mean, just look at that 10th through 13th. Yeah. Just penalty row.
Speeding.
All through there. And that's to the benefit of Jake, right? I mean, how much would that be? That would be...
Jake would
That's
currently
all
be
of those
10th,
positions,
yes.
I think.
Coming to 12 laps to go. Slurp now has the DRS on Cole. Gonna activate it. He is 3/10 back. As he takes the fastest lap, and with the DRS, he's gonna look to the inside for the lead of the race. Here comes the Ferrari, and he clears Cole. Cole looks for the switchback, but it's gonna end up just pushing Slurp through turns 2 and 3. And Slurp back up to the lead. On the 1 lap, fresher tires as we mentioned before, as Aaron and Skinny are going at it for 12th. Aaron gets that move done. NASCAR fan and Bama still together. About 5 seconds back at Cheesy Man. If the race ended now, Cheesy would finish 8th. Which is a lot of points lost in that constructors battle we were talking about. As McKinnon has come in, he had the wing damage and the speeding penalty. They're going to serve that penalty. He's going to go on to mediums. I think he's getting a new front wing as well. So a lot of stuff going on here for the Alpine. Going to lose him a ton of time. McKinney he's going to go a lap down here, actually. Slurp takes fastest lap. But here comes Cole. Thought about a move. McKinnon drops to P16. Goes a lap down. And Josh gets lapped here as well.
So at the moment, it would be... Okay, so 17 points to Red Bull. The constructors,
Repeat
so
what
that
you
I
said,
don't
I'm
think that
sorry.
would.
My controller batteries dying seems to be a common
Oh.
theme in these races for some reason.
I'm
So
trying to
I
math.
didn't
So
hear.
it would be 77 for Red Bull. So then Ferrari would have to gain 26. And right now they're doing that.
You have Slurp
McLaren
first,
too.
NASCAR
I'd have
fan
to.
7th. But NASCAR fan would be 6th with the penalty and would get top 5 if he's able to get around Bama.
It really cost a penalty for Cheesy.
Another fast lap for Slurp. So he continues to hold the lead over Cole. 10 laps to go here in Portugal now. Completed lap 23 of 33 in race 3 of the season.
Got 18 car field, and yet the closest battle right now is for the lead.
Yep, no one else is really together besides Bama and NASCAR fan. The whole field spread out.
Yeah, I think John and Josh were together basically the whole race until one of the times when they're getting passed by the lead cars. Josh went off and he lost some to him. And Sean's gonna have to pit along with Skinny. No way you run 9 more laps in intermediates.
Oh, they're still in
I think.
They could. Cole looking for the lead, gets fast lap, and it's going to take P1 as well. They swap it one more time. Under 9 laps to go now, and I don't want to say it, Potato, but every time we have one of these races where the field is really spread out, it never ends under green. So
Yeah. Although, I mean, it's gonna. This is a track where you can easily spin out on your own, I think. But I don't know if there's any spots where you can DNF. I still don't know how Chan DNF'd, but I feel like a lot of that was due to the rain. So
it was somewhere
I
off
mean,
the last
something will
corner.
probably happen.
Snowy slow on the front stretch. He was just letting JB by, I believe.
You're just passing the lap car
Another
on after
fast
they just
lap.
did for Josh. As Skinny's down pit road to put some non-wet tires on the intermediates.
Goes a lot
Dry
down as a
tires, that's the word.
result. Putting on soft tires. Leaves 12 cars on the lead lap. Jake would still... Actually, I'm not sure if he would get P10. Because I think Logan's around 10 seconds.
He's right
ahead
at the threshold right now with Logan. He's just under it, but then he goes back over it. He'll be in between. It depends on how much...
Oh, Bama lagged out. That's not going to be good for him. I'm going to invite him back real quick. Hopefully he's able to get back in, but that's probably going to cost him.
It's not good timing. Just as he was
6.
trying to get away from
And NASCAR fan just lagged out too!
Oh, this is...
Oh no!
Well, we can watch some AI battle each other,
Both the guys that are battling, the only other battle on the track besides the battle for the win, just lagged out at the same time. Oh man. And I can't invite NASCAR fan back. Because it's an EA Play thing. Unless... Hold on. No, I can't do it. Hopefully
I
NASCAR
invited
fan's
him.
able to get back in somehow. Okay, good. Coming to 6 laps to go. Slurp and Cole still going at it. 5.5 seconds ahead of DeMeo, who is navigating around the lap car of Sean. Banjo, 15 seconds behind him. Cheesy Man, another 10 seconds back, but that penalty gonna set him back even more as NASCAR fan has now rejoined. Bama's back in. NASCAR fan trying to hold on to the DRS of Bama there, just outside of it now. And there he is. NASCAR fan is back. Six to go at the line. Slurp has the DRS and the run. Is it enough to get to the inside? He decides not to take the run, so it's going to be another case of just waiting for the last lap and Cole and Slurp to battle it out. Just like they did in Australia a couple of weeks ago, Cole was able to come out on top.
I think it really stinks for DeMeo. He's kept it even despite both Slurp and Cole having DRS this whole time, but all about what happened in the wet, and Slurp and Cole were the best. I think heck of a job by Banjo. Put down an opposite strategy, but it didn't. I mean, it worked out, I'd say, relatively.
Yeah.
And obviously, it didn't hurt him because he's in fourth right now. So
Slurp and DeMeo both going to, if it stays like it is, extend their podium streak. Both of them have a 100% podium rate this season. So far, Cole finished fourth last week, so he does not have that same streak, but I'm sure he will be fine with that because he has the win in the opening race. And if it stays the way it is, this would promote him to the championship lead, I believe, as basically whoever wins this is going to be the championship leader, because here they go, actually. Slurp to the inside just as I'm talking about the points, and he takes it away with the DRS. Slurp deciding not to wait around anymore. He takes the position. So coming into this race, DeMeo had a 3-point lead on Cole and a 5-point lead on Slurp. He rides third, but these two are battling it out for the win.
well, from this, it looks like NASCAR fans gonna get up into fourth with Joey not being president. I think, right? I think so.
Should be.
Well,
4 to go at the line in Portugal.
yeah.
Slurp leading Cole by 0.4 of a second. But Cole has 40% more battery than Slurp does now. Cole basically has a full battery. Slurp's is just at 50. DeMeo's still 4.5 seconds back. Kind of just riding it out to the end here. 17 cars, only one DNF so far. And we still have 12 cars on the lead lap.
I believe it'll be, at the moment, Ferrari will be up by 5 to Red Bull and McLaren tied for second in constructors. I think, just in my head, and that's what it's going to be if they stay even as a battle for 14th.
Sean passes Skinny. They're still going at it. Sean's still on intermediate tires. second. He flies around him on softs as Cole going for the lead, takes it away with DRS around the outside as we take 3 laps to go.
Oh, he pitted, and he got a speeding penalty.
Make that 5 now. No, actually 6. That's the 6th speeding penalty we've seen in this race alone. That is crazy. Cheesy Man, Logan, Aaron, all still contending with theirs. Sean not going to have his, but it shouldn't really affect him too much, I believe. It's coming to 2 laps to go.
Stinks for Cheesy. I think he might end up losing both. Outlaw NASCAR fan.
And there's another time penalty from McKinnon, who had a speeding penalty earlier. Now this is a corner cutting penalty. He is in P16, so it doesn't really matter for him. But here we go for the lead again, coming to 2 laps to go. Slurp with DRS, takes it away, and they're going to swap one more time. And now Slurp will likely have the lead coming to the last lap, unless Cole takes it back on the second DRS zone. DeMeo has closed, but he's still 3 seconds back. Cole now with a full battery, Slurp with a full battery. Cole using some of his, but not making the move.
Well, Slurp's sitting at 100 right now. And now Cole is too.
Yep, they both are.
He'll use a bit to stay in there.
Cole trying to stay close. And he is right on the back of Slurp now. And Slurp trying to break, Slurp's trying to let him go. They're trying to play the DRS game. Cole not having any of it.
Cole's on medium battery pickup and Slurp's on none. He is not
no battery, that's why Cole is gaining. As here we go to the white flag. DeMeo is close to under 2 seconds, so if they get together, then he could be a player here. Coming to the white, Slurp pulls out a little bit. Cole's starting to use his DRS. He's going to have the DRS as well. Slurp has significantly more battery, but Cole has the DRS and the run to the inside. He goes. White flag is out as Cole makes the move for the lead. And into turn 1, he clears the Ferrari of Slurp. White flag is in the air. One more time around Portugal. It is Cole versus Slurp for the win once again. Equal battery. Cole with the 3/10 lead, but Slurp is going to have the DRS right here. Cole going to try to block, but Slurp using all his DRS. He's going to fly to the outside as Cole blocks low side by side. Slurp with the switchback move. What a move from the Ferrari. He's there on the inside. Slurp with an incredible switchback move. They're going to be wheel to wheel going into sector 3. Slurp still trying to hang around the outside. They make a little bit of contact. Slurp goes wide. Slurp gets a time penalty for going off the track. We'll have to see what that contends with at the end, if it gets taken away or not. But for now, he is clear to the lead. Cole trying to go to the inside. He sends it in there again. Oh, it's so tight. Slurp clears them with the run. As we come to the last few corners, where does Cole go? Slurp goes wide. Cole to the inside again. They're going to be side by side. Coming to the last 2 corners. Slurp is going to hold him off. 1 corner to go for the Ferrari. Does Cole have anything left? They're both completely out of battery. At the line, it's going to be the Ferrari of Slurp winning in Portugal. We'll see about the penalty. I'm not sure if Cole ended up pushing him off there, and that's what caused that, or not.
I don't know. I think it's one of those situations where he got forced, but the Slurp still used as much as he could. He wasn't going to do whatever he could to stay in bounds. He was using the best of his race cars, so we'll see.
Slurp saying Cole hit him off track, so that is going to be an argument for sure. As Slurp crossed the line first, and Cheesy Man falls all the way to P7 with the penalty. As Banjo 4th, Bama in his return gets a top 5, NASCAR fan 6th, Jeezy 7th, Castron is 8th, JB, great recovery drive from him. He comes on with points in 9th, and I believe we should see Jake getting the last points paying position here, as Aaron is at the line. There he goes, and Jake, I believe, does get 10th. Yes, Jake gets the last point because of the speeding penalty. So now we're going to talk to the top 3. And these should be some interesting interviews. Hi, Cole. We have a lot to talk about.
I think we do.
We're going to let this unfold all live, I think.
I can't do it. No.
Waiting on DeMeo to join.
Norton,
Cole
by
gets
the way,
fast his lap.
Norton, by the way, I'm getting my penalty removed. Cole hit me.
No, you're
off the
not.
track.
No, you're
Yes,
not.
I am.
I'm assuming you
you're
flipped
not.
it.
Okay, I clipped it at 45 seconds and it just barely cut off. And then I
It's
clipped
in
it
my
for 3
clip.
minutes.
It's in my clip.
Okay, we're going to have to see these.
I mean,
There's not a
Cole.
thing I can do here. I give you plenty of room. You turned into me.
I really didn't, though, because I gave you room on the inside. I made sure.
All right, then it's not my fault that you're not getting your win back, gang.
Buddy, I'm getting my win back. That's so
No,
dumb.
that's
so
no.
stupid.
Don't get
I'm
2
getting
other
my win.
warnings then. Don't
That
get 2
doesn't
other
mean
warnings.
anything. When you hit me
Yes,
off
it does.
the
If
track,
you didn't have 2 other warnings, you
when
would
you
have a
hit me
penalty.
off the track and I get a penalty from just going wide from you hitting me, I should not have a penalty at all.
I mean, you
Should-
did
I
get the
should not
warning,
get it.
though. You did
I
get
got
warning.
the 2 warnings before that, but then you gave me the penalty because you hit me off the track.
No. You drove into me.
Buddy, you know
I'm
you were
fully
in my
off the. I'm
situation.
fully off the gas. Well, I
No,
wouldn't have
you-
gotten 2
you are
warnings.
not.
So
Dang.
gosh.
Hi.
Normie, how did it look? Normie, how did it look from your angle?
Yeah, yeah, Normie.
I'm not going to lie, the camera angles on the broadcast thing were kind of sucky.
Oh.
It looked to me like I think you guys made contact, but I need to see the clips.
No, really? No way, really? We made contact.
Because I don't think Slurp would have gone that wide on purpose.
Yeah,
no, we definitely made
that's not what,
contact,
that's not
but he
what we're
drove into
arguing,
me.
Normie.
He drove into
That's
me.
not what we're arguing at all.
I gave him plenty of room.
I gave Cole plenty of room, too.
So you're keeping the
If
penalty.
Cole, if you're not hitting the inside curb, the inside yellow curb,
I
that
am hitting
corner,
the inside curve.
You're not, though.
That's fucking great.
I need these clips,
Uh,
guys.
I'm saying,
my
give me a
main clip, my
second.
main clip.
Give me a second. And then I let you. I didn't kill you at the end.
Cole, I
either.
can't turn dead right.
No.
On-
No,
in
no,
a
I'm not
corner
saying that. I'm
from
saying the last like 3 corners. I could have just driven into you, but I didn't.
Oh, thanks for having some.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. You did
got
just
you.
drive it into me. It's like you did.
Alright, and then I was like, gosh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, I'm saying it to the. Like, sir, I can't go any farther inside here. You kind of just drive into me.
I'm waiting to see the
We don't know who's
clips
the leader.
before. Yeah, we don't know who won the race yet.
What, Cole? You have space. What the fuck do you mean? You
No,
have
I don't.
space. Yes, you
Oh,
do.
here we
You
go.
No,
have-
I
you are-
don't.
You are not near the yellow curb at all. You have space, bro.
That's just not true.
And then when you hit me, you're not even on the red and white curve. When you hit me.
What are you talking about?
You're off of it when you hit me.
No, I'm not.
You are though. Okay, you're like on it, but like, I really feel like that you do have more space on the
Yeah,
right.
what? Okay,
I mean,
don't...
Cole, I don't think you gave him enough room off the corner. I'm gonna be
That's
honest.
what I'm
Off
saying.
the corner.
What did...
That's
I mean,
okay,
he's
that's
the
not where
corner.
we
I mean,
made
he's still
contact.
there. You can see the arrow, and
That
you just
is
kind
where
of
we made contact.
come up.
No, that's not where we made contact.
Logan actually died.
Where
Yeah.
did you make contact?
Mid-race. Did y'all talk about... Did he say anything?
Logan wasn't in our party.
He actually
He
got
said in
plenty
the
of
get-
chat
get
that he
raptured
went through the
mid-race,
track
but-
on lap 2.
Yeah.
So that's something.
I couldn't tell if he did or I switched off at the wrong time. I just looked at it. He definitely...
Flip,
it
did you
showed
find the
sky
clip
and then
or what?
ground.
Flip
I
doesn't
said
have the
5
clip.
times. I don't have a clip.
I clipped it, but I think it's too late. I'll check if it...
So what happened? I clipped it for 45 seconds, and then it was like barely out of reach. So it's to the moment
No,
I'm
too
off
late.
the track. And then
Well, okay,
well-
you made contact. I see the like Cole's hand, his driver's hand go up. That's like the thing that they do when they make contact with somebody.
okay, yeah.
And when
I'm on
when
the
his
curb.
hand goes up, Cole is on the curb.
Yeah, he's on the curb, but there's
Correct.
still room to the inside. He can
There's
go
not
more
really-
under.
Really, not enough.
You can
Not
go
enough where
more
we're not going to
under.
make contact to where you turn in there.
I still gave you space. You have more space to go to the
Yeah,
right.
I used
No,
the
she-
space.
And
You still
and
turn into me.
No, DeMeo, just wait. It's
I was
about
gonna
to
go
happen.
just get the DeMeo interview out of the way so we can...
Yes.
Either way, he got...
In my opinion, I think the 3-second stays.
I really don't think it should because I get hit off the track. Cole still has some space to the right.
I
of him.
don't
He can
know.
use-
I
You
don't
do.
know.
You're not hitting
I'm
the yellow
on the curb.
The yellow curb is
The yellow
base.
curb spins you out.
Yeah, so you can still
Let
go
the
to
mayo
the
get
right
his
of
interview.
this.
Let the mayo get his interview.
Okay, so DeMeo, you either finished second or third. I'm not exactly sure what position yet. But how was your race going from the wets to the inters to the dries, and what was that strategy like for you?
Yeah, it was a little dodgy. I think I was thinking about pitting with Cole when he went for the mediums. I kind of wish I did because I think it would put me a lot closer to them. I think it was pretty equal on pace with them on the inner, or excuse me, on the dries. But unfortunately, in the wets, they just had a pace advantage on me. I couldn't quite keep up with them. Pulled about a 4 to 5 second gap, and then once we all went onto the mediums, it just kind of hovered around until the end when they kept hitting each other. Kind of thought they'd take each other out there for a minute. Maybe I'd be able to squeak through, but whether it's second or third, it was an okay race. No damage, nothing crazy, especially in conditions like those. That's really the most you can ask for. So I'll take my either 18 or 15 points, and we'll head to whatever track is next. I don't really know.
Spain is next week.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see what we can do next week at Spain. I don't know where I sit in the points after tonight, whether I finish second or third. I don't think I'm leading anymore.
No
But-
matter what happens, you're not going to be the leader.
I think I'm still well within that battle for the points lead, though. So we'll see what happens next week.
All right, DeMeo. Well, while we sort all this out, thank you for
Okay.
talking to us, and
No context.
good luck at Spain next week.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, send the clip.
All right. We need opinions from everybody else.
I'll give my 2 cents first. I'm just gonna say, listen, if Slurp doesn't have a clip and you can't overturn it by my clip, then there's no reason. You can't just.
I'm just saying I really shouldn't get a 3-second penalty for the slightest contact on the last lap, costing me, if anything. It made me mess up, made me go wide, and cost me time to Cole. And yet I'm getting punished for it just because the slightest bit of contact. The slightest bit of contact.
Well, I think Cole was right. If you didn't like go off earlier, then it wouldn't have been like you wouldn't have gotten the penalty.
That doesn't mean anything.
But,
That
like,
doesn't have anything to
But
do
it
with
does though. But it does.
It wouldn't be an issue if you didn't like. If that was
It wouldn't be an issue if he doesn't hit me off the track.
Yeah,
No.
I caught the end of
Wait,
it.
did
I don't know
Logan
if he
fall
did.
to the track?
Yes, Logan fell through the track.
Yeah. I sent the clip in the chat. Yeah.
I gotta watch this shit. Hold on.
That's going on no context cost.
I was so confused when it happened on the broadcast. You can go back. I was like, I didn't know. Oh, okay.
Dude, did he get the points after that? Like,
He finished.
He
ninth,
was
I
fine.
think, yeah.
He just kept going. Like,
that's
No, I am.
that's fucking great, dude. Like, it is stupid. It is. I agree. But like, I mean, there's enough. No, I didn't show him off at all. Correct. I don't know. No, we can't even tell how far he went off though. So I don't. No, exactly. At the moment of contact, I'm almost fully off the throttle. Yeah, it's really stupid, but like,
It should be removed. I didn't even go that far off the track. And the game should recognize that contact happened to where it put me off the track.
The clip of John getting blown up in the boat by the creeper on No Context Costco has 700 views. Yeah.
What does?
The clip on No Context Costco of John getting blown up by the creeper has 700 views.
why?
that's Minecraft. I mean, I said what I said. If you don't have a POV, you got the two warnings before. There's just no way you can overturn it from my clip.
I think maybe we give Slurp second. I don't know.
I just really don't
that
think
might be fair.
I just really don't think I should be discredited with the win just because a contact happened. I was pushed off track and it cost me time.
But like,
and
you caused the contact.
I really didn't though. You still had space here, right?
Not really. Not
You did
really.
that.
I think the
maybe like
fairest thing to
half a
do is
foot.
to cut the penalty in half, give him a 1.5 second penalty, and he finishes second.
That sounds fair.
I really don't think that is.
That sounds fair enough.
So-
Just give him second.
Because I don't think we can fault you, but we also can't fault Cole. 'Cause he's on the
Exactly.
I know
curve.
you should take it away because the game's fucking retarded. It's
Yeah,
really
but
fucking
I
stupid
would.
that I get screwed out of a win because I had contact with another car that pushed me off track, and it cost me time, and Cole got in front of me.
You had two warnings before that. Like,
Okay.
if it was roles reverse, the warning
Cole,
wouldn't
if you
matter
were
for
in my
me.
situation, you would be saying the same shit,
That's
bro.
I
don't
just
agree.
don't think that's true.
You're
because
only
I
saying
wouldn't
that
have
because you
been.
would win. Well, you
Not
literally got a
really.
warning. You got a warning there, so you could have easily gotten another one.
But I didn't, because I knew I didn't want to, just in case the last lap happens, I go off track. That's why I said I didn't though.
God, that's so fucking dumb.
What Normie said is the most fair, to be honest.
I really don't think I should get one at all because it was a great battle, great finish, and all. And I'm getting lost at it because they went slightly wide due to contact. Like
Yeah,
I
I don't.
like
I can't.
Alright,
You can't take it away from me because I can have done anything differently.
So like an idiot for 15
Yeah, but I beat you fair and square, Cole. I just beat you on track.
Yeah, send that
I beat you.
videos, please. There you go.
Well, because you had a penalty. Like, I had plenty of
That's not
chances to
true.
pass you.
That's not
I had plenty of
true.
chances
That's
to pass you.
not
Yes, it
true.
is.
You literally
is.
bumped me in the final corner. You
On
literally
accident. And then I
You
gave it
still
back
did.
to you.
You did not give it
I could
back
have
to me.
driven
I'm
off the
so
win.
mad.
Yes, I did. You want to see? I have the clip. I have the whole
saying
clip.
this, bro.
I have the whole clip.
Just saying this.
And I could have shoved you fully off the corner after the contact. I didn't do that either.
You didn't give me any room.
I could have shoved you completely off. I could have, like, in real life F1.
DeMeo,
and
what's
just
your
drove you into
thoughts
the
on
gravel
this?
because I was ahead.
What's your thoughts on this? What do we do?
I don't know. It's really
I
just Normie and DeMayo's decision.
I just really don't
I think
the-
we give Cole second.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Or not Cole, I'm
second?
sorry.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
I'm
fine with
sorry.
that.
Slurp
No,
second.
I'm
sorry.
fine with that. You said that. I
No,
just really
I
don't
meant
think.
Slurp second. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think that's the most fair thing to do.
I just don't agree at all. I just don't think I should get penalized for contact happening and me
But
having to go off
but
track because of that.
You can't.
Dude,
You don't have a clip of it. You got 2
it
warnings
doesn't
before
matter
that.
my clip of it.
It
We see
does, it
fully
does,
from your
though.
view.
No, because we don't see it from your view. Because we can't. It's not. The whole context isn't there. First of all.
But we
Second
see,
of all,
okay.
that's even worse.
I don't agree with that.
That's
DeMayo,
even
what do you
worse.
think about giving Slurp P2 and just calling it a day?
I just really
This
don't
is
think
really
I should
between me and you
lose.
because they're both involved.
See the problem, Normie. The problem here is all 3 of us are involved, so we're
No,
all
I
gonna
know.
be biased.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I
the
just
only
really
unbiased
don't
one,
think
and I
my
think
win.
we give
I just really
Cole the
don't think
win
my
gets
win
Slurp
should be
second.
taken away because of contact that happened on the final lap that sent me
you're gonna
slightly
keep saying
wide.
that, but like that's out of context, though. It's out of context
I-
because you
what do you
caused
mean?
the contact. You
It's
got
really
2 warnings
debatable.
before that, and then you don't have
Okay.
a clip of it. So like it's.
I can't clip it. That's not my fault.
I clipped it.
Yeah, but okay, cool. This is what happened. I clipped it for 45 seconds, thinking that would be enough, and then it was like
I clipped
barely
for
off.
3 minutes immediately.
Yeah, and then I clipped it for 3 minutes, and then it said something went wrong, and the clip's just not loading at all.
I mean, I don't really know what to say to that. You still don't have the clip, like it doesn't really change anything, though. You know.
This is dramatic.
I like what Normie said.
Well, of course he.
I think we should do the classic 2021 Heat 5 League way to do it, and we're doing a race off. 2 laps.
Potato, what are your
Do
thoughts
that.
on this situation? You're not really
Um,
involved either.
I don't know. I mean,
Like, I'm looking in theater mode right now, and Cole does still have space to the right.
You're
When the
looking at my
context-
clip.
Send a
I can't
picture
go
then.
and
I'm not
Send-
looking at your clip.
Send a
Even if
picture
you
then.
did-
If you're in
What do you
theater
mean
mode,
you're
send
not
a picture.
looking at my clip.
I'm literally just at theater, you dumb asshole.
Okay, yeah, but look at my clip.
Okay,
I can't.
yes, I
The
see.
yellow
Slurp,
thing spits
send
you
a
out. I'm
picture of
going
the
half
theater
throttle.
then, so we can see.
I feel like even like
You
Slurp is,
turned
like,
into my
still
sci-fi.
squeezing him.
Exactly. Thank you.
I am squeezing him, but he still has space to the right, so I can squeeze him until he runs out of space.
I can't. I literally can't go.
You can turn
I
right. There
can't.
is
I
still
can't.
room.
Okay, but
see
I
it.
don't get it because a lot of that race, I saw people run the same line or wider than Cole, and on the inside, and they're still going too wide, and the guy on the outside doesn't go off track.
Thank you.
So it's because you're turning
Well,
into him
because
that
it's
you
the
went off track.
final lap. I gotta keep him fucking pinned.
Yeah, so then shouldn't that
Just
come with
can't
like
give-
consequences if you go off the track?
Exactly,
Like,
because
that's
you
why
caused the
don't go off
contact.
early.
Because you
I got hit
Because
off the
you
track.
caused the contact.
I
That's
got
the whole
I really
point.
didn't. I really didn't cause the
But you
contact.
did.
You still have
3
space to the
people have
right.
said it. 3 people have said it.
No, they have not.
Normie said it.
To be fair, I didn't
Potato said it,
get
I'm
a good
saying
angle.
it.
The broadcast angle was shit. I mean, I didn't even know y'all hit until you said it. I thought I thought Slurp just went wide. I was like, oh damn.
Hell no.
I didn't even know they
Yeah,
hit
the
each other.
angles
And
were
I-
bad, and it wasn't
That's
even
I
my
like
gave
fault.
him
Dogs at the
space on the
camera and stuff.
outside. There's not more I can do. So there's literally
You can go to the right. I'm
No,
looking
I
at it. You
cannot.
can go more to the right.
You cannot hit me. You're the one that hit me. So I
How
don't know.
did
Like
I hit you? How did I hit you? What do you
I'm
mean?
in
We
front
both hit
of
each
you.
other.
You hit into my
It
car.
doesn't mean
That's-
anything.
It kind of
If you're in
does.
front of me,
It kind of
Alright.
does. Kind of does.
you could be a centimeter in
I don't
front
want to
of
like
me, and
be the person to
that
like
just-
take charge and say, "Oh, my decision is final." But I feel like I have to
It's
because I'm
pretty
the only
clear.
one that's
It's
not
pretty clear.
involved, and I think I think Cole's the winner. I'm sorry, Slurp. I think
That's just
we give
really
you
fucking
second,
stupid, though.
and we go on to next week.
Just don't
Sounds good to me.
understand. Just don't understand how me going
You
slightly wide gives
caused
me a
the
3
contact.
Okay, sure, but I really don't think the
That's
game.
the end of it.
Oh my god, I really don't think the fucking penalty should be awarded to me for just going slightly wide due to contact.
I mean, it's just a warning. It's not like
I
it's a
had to
penalty.
go.
I mean,
It's
just
yeah,
a
it's
word.
the
That's
same
why,
thing.
Slurp,
I
I'm
got a
saying we cut the
penalty.
penalty in half, so you still get second.
correct.
I won. I finished in first.
With the penalty, because you caused contact.
If you
Huh.
okay, but if you are saying that the penalty should be cut in half, I shouldn't get a penalty at all because that makes no sense. Why should I get less of a punishment if it's
Because you
still
can't
considered
punish
my
me.
fault?
Because you're punishing
If-
me.
I'm punishing DeMeo as well. That's punishing DeMeo as well.
Not really. He wouldn't have
It
been
is.
anywhere close. It wouldn't have been. No.
How is
It's
it
really not.
punishing you then and not DeMeo?
Because I
Why?
won.
I crossed, yeah, and DeMeo got second instead he's getting third.
All right.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I don't-
Exactly. I'm just saying that I really should not. The game shouldn't give me a warning or
But
any penalty.
it is a
at all.
warning, though. It's
Can
a
I
warning.
speak? Can I speak?
Sure.
I really
Go right
should
ahead.
not get a penalty for contact, as ever fault it was, sending me wide and me having to save it and lift, and then I really shouldn't get a penalty for that. The game shouldn't give me a warning. It should recognize.
And you caused
I know,
contact.
But if Normie's saying it should be cut in half, he realizes that I shouldn't be.
He's trying to be fair to you. Dude,
I-
you get
Yeah,
second or
I don't know why
third.
you're
Like,
complaining
what are you
about that.
talking about?
Well, because it's
I
a
want-
light penalty considering the situation, but it still is a penalty. Like it's not like it didn't happen.
It's a light penalty. It's screwing me out of the win.
But you caused it. Like, I feel like that's just
Really
like
didn't.
going over your head.
Alright.
Like,
I
Whatever.
I'll stop
take
talking.
fucking second, dude. So fucking stupid.
all right, Potato. Interview our second place finisher, please.
Okay. Okay. I'm here with Schlonk84 after the race. You're right. Good interview here. Okay. I'm here with Schlonk84 after the race. I know you really wanted the first place. It was really tight in the last lap. What do you think you could have done different there?
I could have not gotten a penalty. I guess I could have predicted the future, not gotten 2 warnings. I could have played F123. I could have played F1 2020 tonight. I could have gone to jerk myself off alone in the shower tonight. I could have done anything different, honestly, and I would be happier with the outcome tonight. I just really don't think it should be a penalty. I feel like Sebastian Vettel, 2019 Canada. Personally, it's probably even worse than that because he fucking drove through the grass and tried to kill someone. Cole tried to kill me, clearly, and I know Cole would be doing the same shit if he was in my situation.
I don't think so.
You really would be.
I don't think so.
And I really think it was a great race up until then, and I really don't think me going slightly wide should completely change the outcome to the race when I had pretty much earned that fair and square, beat Cole to the line without me doing anything to screw him up, mess him over, or do anything like that. He also bumped me in the final corner, so yeah, she should get a penalty for that personally. Yeah, it's just a shame. It's just a shame, man.
So, what do you think? Do you think it would have been a better decision? With Tudo, we saw you maybe trying to get behind Cole. Do you think it would have been better for you if you were able to do that and save that battery into the final lap and be in Cole's situation?
No, I felt like I was in a great situation, but Cole was a millimeter ahead, so he can slap his cock all over me, I guess. Like, no, I think I played it very well, but I guess I shouldn't have gotten that wild warning on, like, lap 14 where I sniffed a little too wide. But it's whatever.
Well, still a really good effort. So
Thanks, man.
All right, Cole. After a lot of deliberation, you are a winner again this season. 2 times in 3 races, getting off to a hot start. You will be the points leader after this race. So take us through first the difficulty of the wet conditions, trying to figure out what tires to be on at the right time.
Of course, anything for you, Normie. Thank you. So basically, I mean, the race started. Okay. I'm gonna be more level-headed than my opponent here, but so basically, at the start of the race, I knew me and Slurp were gonna be the fastest because just history shows in the rain, me and Hammer, just I knew we were gonna be first and second for a while, so I was just trying to manage my race, and it got out of wets pretty soon, but we didn't pit that early. So then we went to the inners, drove more. I was the first. It was still raining when Mark or whatever his name is came over the radio and said it was dry, so I pit, and it stopped raining immediately. So I pit on the right lap. Didn't really matter because me and Slurp were still together. And then we drove pretty sanely for the next 15 laps until the last couple laps where we were going really slow. And then I let him pass me, passed him back. The switchback in the hairpin on the final lap was pretty impressive because I tried to put a brake on him and he still got around me, so I that was pretty cool. And then the next corner, it was a little contact, whatever. I kind of felt I tried to give him as much room as possible. I guess I could have given him a little more, but I don't think it really wouldn't have mattered since he still turned into me. And then I tried to be nice. I probably shouldn't have been. I probably should have just went on the road, but it's whatever. Didn't really matter. And yeah, that's really it. Yeah, I felt like it was a fine race. So, yeah, that's it.
All right, so we heard your thoughts on the end just a minute ago. So I'm going to ask you, going forward, you're now the points leader going to Spain. How's your confidence level?
I love Spain. It's one of my favorite tracks to drive, especially. I know I won there last season, but under some interesting circumstances. So hopefully we can do that again, but hopefully make it more convincing. And yeah, hopefully we can repeat.
All right, cool. Congratulations on your second win of the season. And after a lot of deliberation and some controversy, we still had a pretty interesting race here in Portugal.
You say deliberation one more time. I'm hanging myself.
Shut the fuck up, Slurp. We will see you guys in Spain next week, and I'm going to punch Slurp in the face. Goodbye.